I'll be showing you guys the makeup that I will be doing for my tape. I know this kind of looks like a mess right now, but I'm gonna take my hair out just so it kind of looks like less of a mess. It might look messy now, but I just did my whole routine. And there we go, and I'm gonna put it back a little bit just so I can do my makeup a bit more comfortably. So what I usually start with my concealer. So currently I use both between this Maybelline instant eraser and this instant age rewind and this elf concealer, and I don't really use foundation. I only pretty much use concealer because I don't like the feeling of heavy stuff. And I mean, for this case, I think we I'm going more for a glowy kind of look. I think that's kind of more of the look that Victoria's Secret kind of leans towards when doing their makeup for a runway. So I'm going to apply that background. This looks a mess, but yeah, there's a lot of noise going on in my background. I think in everyday life, I really like using really glowy makeup and really sheer makeup anyway. I think that it fits me better than really heavy glam. And I actually have so much eyeshadow that I've accumulated. Uh, and well, sometimes I do really like um kind of that look of having really fun colors on my face and stuff like that. I um I usually prefer to keep it very glowy and not necessarily natural. You can tell I'm wearing makeup. But yeah, just glowing like and healthy looking. And now that I've gone on with my more lightweight concealer first, I'm gonna go in with this. It's still very sheer, but it feels kind of heavier to me. And I just apply that on my eyelids and in the corner of my eyes under my kind of like darker areas. Um, and I just let it dry for a little bit, and then I go in just to kind of like create the that look of like of the lighter parts being more centered on my face. My makeup doesn't really differ from this too much. Okay, now that I'm done with the um concealer, I'm gonna go in with a blush. And I heard somewhere once that Victoria's Secret kind of uses the illusion of red blush to kind of make it very pinkish looking. They don't actually really use pink blush straight. So I'm gonna use this ColourPop Cheek Dew Serum blush that I've had for a while, and I really used to be into kind of this kind of blush, this colored blush, but recently I've been more into kind of like a mulberry berry type of blush. But I recently started using this again, and I really like how it looked, so I'm gonna be using this today. I don't really use bronzer or contour at all, almost. So I kind of like bringing the blush up to here just to give it that kind of effect of it being a kind of like contouring my face almost. But it's like it's the blush. I still feel like it gives the um it still gives the effect of the kind of like a contour. So yeah. And I notice how it looks to me, it looks pretty subtle. On camera mostly. I think in person it kind of looks more I think in person it kind of looks more intense than it does on camera, but I still really like it. I still really like using intense blush. It's like the blush blindness that everyone talks about. And notice how you can still kind of like see the glow. I'm not gonna use any powders at all, actually. Or maybe I might in my kind of lower or in my eye back area, but that's about it. For my eyelashes, I like curling my eyelashes a lot. And uh, they're they're pretty. They're not super short, so I'm just gonna do this now because it's the harder part of the makeup routine because I struggle a lot keeping my eyelashes pretty lifted. So yeah, now I curled my eyelashes and I'm gonna do my mascara and hope that my eyelashes stay up. I should really buy one of those little fans. I've seen a lot of people use the little fans to dry the mascara, but I've never really tried that, so maybe I will. Have any of you watched, or did any of you watch, or even go, I guess, to Coachella? Because I watched the lives, and I mean, I only watched a couple of people. I only watched Carol, and uh, I watched Yost and French Police. I watched Yost twice. I was like, this might be kind of fan behavior, but he's such a good performer, and so is Carol. I mean, so iconic. Actually, tonight is gonna be her second performance, and I'm gonna watch that again as well because it's so exciting. I really like seeing who they bring out um, to perform with them. I'm starting to crease because of the heat. It's so hot, but I turned the fan on because it kind of makes a weird effect on camera. So I'm gonna actually powder my under eyes now that I'm thinking about it. And I use the Infallible Foundation by L'Oreal, and it's super old. The one I'm using is actually really really old because it's just been such a good powder and I want to use all of it. I feel like it's such a waste when I see a lot of influencers kind of use so many different types of products and like never finish them. All about sustainability, guys. And I'm gonna go into the more fun parts. I like I really like this lip liner. It's one of my favorites. It's a Wet and Wild plum berry color. So and I really love to overline my lips. But today I mean it's close to my skin tone I feel. So I don't really have too much risk of overdoing it or looking weird that I overlined. But I'm gonna overline anyway. Okay, now for the two more fun kind of steps of the whole makeup routine. These are my favorite parts. I'm gonna be using this Victoria's Secret Pump Me Up lip gloss. It's a kind of a lip plumper. And I'm also going to be using this Glossier lip gloss. I'm gonna combine both of them, and I also usually really like using kind of like a purpley color for this kind of stuff. But recently I've also gotten into using red a lot. I think uh red looks way better on me than other kinds of colors do. I had been told before that red is kind of my color, and only recently did I kind of just listen to everybody and start using red more often in clothes and makeup and stuff like that. So now that I put the Glossier lip gloss on, I'm gonna do a little bit of the Victoria's Secret lip gloss. And there we go. That's how it looks. And then for kind of the cherry on top, I'm going to be using this Dior highlighter palette. It's actually my first time using this. And I've heard so many mixed reviews of people absolutely loving it, and then other people saying that the reformulation isn't as good as the old one. But I mean, I'm gonna test it out right now. Other people say that there's not really a difference, but we'll see. I'm gonna use this color on my cheeks, and yeah, and maybe a touch of this kind of to add the more pinky shade because Victoria's Secret is their makeup is very pink, and as you guys saw, I used the red kind of um the red blush. And as you guys can see, it keeps my, don't mind that, I just used it near my eye and it kind of caused the mascara to stick to it. Um, but yeah, as you guys can see, I'm really going for really glowy skin. Whoa, you can see this. You can actually see this a lot better on camera, so on in person. So I think I'm gonna have to. Well, for the tape, I'm gonna use probably another kind of lighting. But yeah, this is really nice highlight. I'm probably gonna leave it at that. I might actually not use the pink shade. But let's see. Oh, okay. So I think I am going to have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna go into this ColourPop palette. I'm gonna go into this pink shade and I'm gonna do it in the corners of my eyes and maybe a little bit on top. And I'm gonna go in with that brush again and I'm gonna kind of go into the corner. It's a really cute pink shade. You can't really see it on camera to be honest, because maybe it's because of the lighting. I'll bring it up. I'll bring my face up closer when I'm finished. But yeah. Are any of you guys gonna try this? I mean, I kind of saw a video a while back of someone saying that they kind of tried doing all of the things that they kind of knew they were gonna be said no to, like job applications, like castings and stuff like that, and they were surprised at the results. So, and that really inspired me. I was like, I should get more used to rejection and just putting myself out there.
Now, this was the end of my makeup. These were the results. My audio cut off, so I'm doing a voiceover right now. But I think everybody should take the chance to do something like this to put yourself out there. Um, and yeah, I think you guys should subscribe because I make a lot of makeup content. And yeah, thank you guys.